is the one key question you always have to. So we've determined, right, that it doesn't look like the buyers have tapped out. A tremendous amount of effort has gone into the move with a fantastic result. Okay, the technicals are not terribly overbought. Okay, you're consolidating on low volume. All right, like the question you have to turn around and ask yourself is it fucking moving? Is this a strong name? Okay, I guarantee you. Okay, a buy-side trader at Citibank isn't going to turn around and say, "Oh no, there's 25 million shares that need to be absorbed at 236. Monica, grab my pearls so I can clutch them." They're going to go, "Thank God, I've got all this overhead supply I can absorb." Do you understand what I'm saying? When something's being bought, Andrew, okay, they can't get enough of it. Okay, if the effort versus result equation is still active, okay, and you're in a reaccumulative stage, and the bulls aren't tired, okay. There isn't a point of control or a high volume node there that they won't love, okay? Because what happens if there's no inventory here, Andrew, and some poor schmuck, okay, living out of Scarsdale, gets an order to buy 50 million shares of AVGO? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's got 3 days to buy 50 million shares of AVGO. Buy this not out of it. Where? Say you have, say you don't have a high volume node here. Exactly, okay? The market. Remember the term initiative from the tape reading course? We go higher, okay? So just because you see inventory above, okay, don't make the assumption that the bulls are tired or that effort hasn't yielded the result you want, okay? I know I have a lot of techniques where, you know, after 3 legs higher, you know, if the oscillator's diverging and, you know, we have really high volume with you know, topping tails and all this sort of thing, like, yes, that point of control here, okay, is going to act as an inventory wall that's going to sell prices higher because of lack of demand, okay? But the same thing is true, okay? When the buyers are strong, inventory right above you shouldn't be something that scares you, okay? Like, have you ever noticed, for example, that you're trading Tesla, okay, and you're right near a breakout level, you're at 349.75, okay, and they start flashing like 5 million shares at the offer, and it doesn't spook anybody? Why do you think that is? Market makers are providing liquidity, and they're expecting to either lift their options or provide the necessary liquidity there, okay? So you I know you have a very monolithic way of looking at these things, but the market is far more complex, dude. Okay? This is not deterministic and formulaic. You have to look at it in the context of the move. Okay? I want you to repeat after me. The most four important words you're ever going to utter as a trader. Is it fucking moving? That's the only thing that matters in this business. Is it moving? Okay? Overhead supply zones and flux capacitors and moving averages, none of that shit matters, okay? The only indicator is real-time price and volume. Everything else is bullshit. That's why I always tell you guys, okay? Technical analysis is nonsense unless you're applying it in the proper context. It's just going to confuse you, cause you to hesitate, okay? This is where, like, you know, most traders never make it to traders, okay? They're just mediocre chart readers because they don't understand this concept, okay? You're sitting there with a map to a place that doesn't exist. Okay? The only thing that matters, okay, is price. Price is truth. And the way it moves should be the number one determining factor of whatever the fuck you're going to do. Okay? If you're getting a tremendous amount of topping tails and climactic volume and shooting stars and, you know, weak, strong volume on the up move and then instant sell off and you're seeing that point of control and you're reading that tape, okay, you know this is an overhead supply zone that's going to be respected and you're looking for that UTAN and distribution top. On the other hand, okay, if you're flagging on low volume, the technicals look fucking fantastic. The SMH looks good. The order flow looks great. Structure is building. Okay, you're dealing with a completely different picture. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be a little bit more contextual in how you look at the market, brother. All right? The human mind constantly seeks simplicity. Okay, so if you're gonna, you know, succumb to that temptation, forget technical analysis. Okay, the only thing you have to look at, okay, am I at 300 to 400% of relative volume, and is it fucking moving? At that point, you have every tool you need to just literally start trading. I have friends who print millions of dollars a year who are the human equivalent of a Cro-Magnon man, okay? A late stage French Alps Neanderthal is smarter than some of these motherfuckers, okay? You are overcomplicating this by, I don't know, 30 standard deviations, bro. Trading is only as complicated as you make it, okay? I am a very good technician. I have a lot of tools to determine really subtle things, okay? These things, these are subtle things. They should not be, these subtle things, okay? They should not be determining your roadmap. Is it moving? What does the supply and demand picture look like? If technical analysis isn't helping you determine that, it is completely useless and you should renounce it and just trade order flow. Like I'm telling you, I know guys, okay? I know guys who know double top, double bottom, okay? But they can read time and sales and they know when it's time to buy and when it's time to sell because they ask themselves one question, okay? Ready? All together now. Is it fucking moving? Is it in play? Okay? Are the buyers wanting to buy? Are the sellers wanting to sell? You cannot determine that by looking at this chart alone okay, at a measure that was taken in January and determined from a point of control in January what the fuck is happening now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand how deranged that is? Now, I'm picking on you, but this is every single novice trader I've ever met. Oh, let's look to the left. Okay, I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to the left. There's a point of control at 240. Okay, that's great. Well, contextually, what does that mean? I don't know. I'm just going to be a psychotic mess about it, be insecure, sell my winners too early, sell my losers in 3 years from now, and, just blame it on the fact that 90% of traders fail. This is why they fail, okay?